Hi, my name is John Balter. I'm with Visual Edge IT. We are a national managed IT services company. And today I want to talk to you about really the power of Microsoft's OneDrive storage. This is something that we all have with our Microsoft licensing, and very few people take full advantage of it. Number one, it helps back up your desktops so that if you lose a hard drive, if something happens to your desktop, something happens to your laptop, you can restore all your files anywhere you're at. Not to mention, you can access the files at home or on the go or wherever you're at any given time. So this is the website. You can Google up where to download OneDrive app. You can see Microsoft is trying to give me some help. There is actually a barcode for your mobile app, and then down below you can download that. I will put a link on where to download it. It's really super easy. Once you've downloaded the app, the next thing that you want to do is go in and change your settings. So you'll have this little cloud down here. It'll ask you to log in. It's going to step you through some setups. But if you mess up the settings, you can go in here. By the way, once you open this at any given time, you can see what's been syncing or what's going on with your OneDrive, because it's going to sync back and forth, and you can see all my files are currently synced. Once I jump into settings here, I can go to the backup and I can see what's backing up. So it's backing up my documents, pictures, or desktop. So anything on my desktop, anything in my documents or my pictures, it's going to back those files up for me, which is great. And if I have multiple computers I have this installed on, it's going to back up those from multiple different devices and sync them all together. Makes it really easy to be able to use both a desktop and a laptop, or work from home or wherever you need to go from. Once I've done that and installed the product, you'll have this little OneDrive in. So if I open up File Explorer, that's my name, Jonathan Balter. I work for Visual Edge IT. So you can see this is my OneDrive here. I'm in my presentations folder here. You can actually see that I'm actually sharing my presentations folder with somebody else. If I ever want to manage that, I can right click on there. I can scroll down to the OneDrive and it'll say manage my access. And I can see who I'm sharing this with. And it's telling me I'm sharing it with Calvin, and Calvin is able to edit the file. If I want to edit that, I can click on it, right? And I can change what his access is. Like, he can't download it, or maybe he can just view it and not make changes. I can deny him access to this one specific file if I want to, or the whole folder. So it makes it really super easy to control who has access to things and sharing things among your users. OneDrive is also great. This tool allows you to sync in your SharePoint site. So if you have a SharePoint site and you want those files local for you, you open up the SharePoint site at office.com. I'm on my Visual Edge IT. I'm at Documents in one of my SharePoint sites. And over here, right here, there's this button that says Sync. All I got to do is click that Sync button, and it's going to say, well, hey, we're trying to do something on OneDrive. Is this okay? Yeah, always allow that if you want. Open it up. It's going to open up my OneDrive for me. It's saying I need to close this dialog box. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh, it's saying I don't have the latest version. Oh, it says to make sure I have the latest version. I already have that. So it did sync those files down for me. See, sometimes you got to read the pieces that are there. And it says, we're already syncing this folder. So if I click on it, it's going to open up, and look, now I've sunk that folder down. You can see that there's a little lock on here. That lock means that there's some protection on there that I don't have full access to. That's okay. But you can also see there's a little cloud, and that cloud means it's still up in the cloud. It hasn't downloaded locally. If I know, hey, I always want to have these OEM training files on my desktop, I can say, always keep on this device, and it's going to download those files. Now it's two little arrows. If I open up that little syncing, it's downloading those different files onto my local PC for me. Let's say I go into those files and I go, man, I don't need all these. I just need a few of them. So I'm like, hey, this one's just a website. I don't necessarily need that to be on I can say free up space. And it's going to now take that off, and it's going to auto adjust what I have on the computer and don't. I actually don't need any of these. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell it to free up all that space, because I don't want to use up my space on my computer unless I absolutely have to. You can see now it added this Visual Edge IT, which are all my SharePoint sites that I have sunk over from Visual Edge because that's my company, and it makes it really easy. So I have my files up here, and then that's my OneDrive, and then these are the SharePoint sites down here. Very easy. It's just like a shared network drive that we're all really accustomed to and using on computers these days. And you can see that there are things that I have already downloaded onto my PC so that I can work offline. So if I'm getting on a plane, I'm like, hey, I got to go work on my marketing material, I can right click on here and say keep on my computer. And then when I get back to a desktop that has internet or anywhere that has internet, it's going to resync those files down. If there's a conflict, let's say somebody changed it while I was in mid-flight, when I get down, it's going to tell me about that conflict and it's going to let me resolve it. It can keep both versions. It can overwrite my version to be the primary, or it can use the cloud version as being the primary. One of the nice pieces about that is also, if you look at a product, you can actually go in and you can see the version of that. So you can see the version history and who's changed that product. So nobody's updated or changed this one. So it's only got one version. It's only been modified by me. But if somebody were to go in and modify it, I'd see all the versions. So it has a version history for me. Really cool, right? Version history is awesome. So these are just some key things about OneDrive that I hope you get to use. Backs up your desktop, makes file sharing really easy. If I need to share this out, I can right click on it. I can go down here and I can say share, and it's going to pop up a little dialog box. And this dialog box says, hey, type in an email, right? So let's say I want to share this with Calvin. Let's say I want to share this with Ben Skeet. There he is. I can share it with Ben. I can add a message. Dun, 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 dun. I can change his privileges, right? Don't let him download it, just let him view it. And then I click send and it's going to send it to him. Maybe I want to make an email with it. I can copy this link right here. It's going to have all those settings, and it's going to copy that link, and then I can paste that link wherever I want to paste it. It's going to have this nice URL. So just some really fun functions out of OneDrive. I hope this helps some people out. Hope you see the power behind OneDrive. By the way, you can have it so that you share, create a link that you can share with anybody or share with anybody inside your organization. You can set up policies to let this expire. We have a set policy that anything we share outside of our organization actually has an expiration. You can even set a password to things you share outside. You can say, hey, share everybody inside my company. They can view it, or share with, just specific people, or choose people, right? Lots of functionality in here, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. So I will talk to you soon. John Balter, Visual Edge IT. If you need any help, reach out and talk.